Hi, my name is Allie Joe. If you don't know me, I'm from Waynesville, North Carolina, and I'll be a junior in college in the fall. And I'm just here to talk a little about my experience with trail, what it means to me, some of the ways that it's challenged me to grow. And the biggest thing for me is that little phrase that you know if you've done trail, which is trust the process. Trusting the process is not something that I did often, and sometimes I still don't do it often because I like to be in control. I try to be a pretty go with the flow person in my everyday life, but on the inside, I need control. I have this necessity in my head to control the way others view me, the way others perceive me, the way my relationships go, and trusting the process is something that I have fought my whole life, especially when it comes to trusting God's process and giving up control to God. I've always been like, no, not gonna happen. I have to do this exactly how I would like to do it. Thank you. But going into trail, that, I had to put that away real quick because there are a lot of things going into trail that you have no control over. Hiking with sometimes strangers for a week, just out in the elements. It can be a very vulnerable experience, and so you have to trust the process or you're gonna be fighting a losing battle. So that is the biggest thing that I've taken away from trail. Sometimes in my everyday life, I really do have to whisper to myself, okay, Allie, let's just trust the process today. Sometimes I even tell other people, you need to trust the process today. Especially during these times where there's so much uncertainty, there's a lot of fear. I have had to really let go of so many of my expectations, so many of my desires to have control over certain things, because now more than ever, there's not a whole lot of control that any of us have. So giving that to God has been very challenging, but almost freeing in a way, because once you learn to trust God's process and to give some things up to Him, you kind of learn that the only thing that you have control over is yourself. And the only thing that I have control over, like my thoughts, my intentions, my prayers, my actions, the way I speak to myself, the attitude that I choose to have at the start of every day, those are really the only things I have control over. And even though sometimes I definitely still forget, I definitely still have my days where I don't give anything up to God, and I want all of the control some days still. But learning at least that there are these few things that I do have control over, and if I invest a lot of effort into those few things, it's going to be easier to give up the other worries and anxieties to God and to just trust His process. So that is my prayer and my hope for anyone watching, just that moving forward, we can all try to have a little trust in the people around us, in God, and to have a little trust in ourselves as well, to have control over those few things that we can have control over, because it kind of balances everything out to give up those things that you don't have control over, and to also feel good about the few things that you really can control. So yeah, that's my hope for everyone, and yeah, I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.